Hello guys, in this video we will start to explain the Home tab in Microsoft Word. So first I want to add random text to my document to start apply the settings and functions of the Microsoft Word Home tab. Simply I can write any random text, or to simplify or to reduce some time, I can generate random text in Microsoft Word using the following function. So to generate random text, I need to write equal, then write the function rand, and I need now to specify the number of paragraphs. Let's say I need 2 paragraphs. Then I need to specify the number of statements in each paragraph. Let's say 3 statements. Now I close the parentheses and I click on enter. Now a random text is generated inside my document. So again, to generate random text, we click on equal and write the function named rand, specify the number of paragraphs, let's say 3 paragraphs, and I want 3 statements in each paragraph. Then we click enter and the random text is generated inside the document. Now let's explain the clipboard groups of buttons. So if I want to copy any text from my document, I can select the desired text, for example this paragraph. To select a paragraph or a word or even a character, we hold on the left button on the mouse, then we drag the cursor on the text to select this text. So in my case, I want to select the first paragraph. Now in the clipboard section, I can copy my text, or I have the shortcut Ctrl+C to copy the text. So if I click on copy, now my text is copied. If I want to paste my text, I can click on the paste button here or Ctrl+V, and my text now is pasted inside the same document. Now if I want to move this text from here to, let's say here at the end, I want to select the paragraph and I want to click on the cut to remove this text and put it in another location. So I click on cut, or I have a shortcut, a Ctrl+X shortcut. Now it's cut it to the clipboard. I need to paste it here, for example, so I can click on Ctrl+V or on paste. Now my text is moved from this location to this location. In the paste options, I have many options to paste the text. I can paste and keep the source formatting. Let's say I have a formats here. For example, I have this word colored red, and this are bolded, this are italic. So if I want to copy this paragraph, and now I want to explain the paste options we have. So I can paste and keep the source formatting, which means all the formats and text effects applied to the paragraph will be copied to with the paragraph and pasted with the same formats. Now, another paste option I want to talk about is the merge formatting. This option discards most formatting that was applied directly to the copied text, but it retains formatting that is considered emphasis, such as bold and italic. So here, if I click on merge paste, merge formatting paste, it will keep the bold, but it removes the other formats applied on the text. It keeps the bold and the italic only, as we see here. Now, let's talk about another paste option, which is the picture. I can paste my copied text as picture, so it's saved as picture inside my document. Now, the last option, I can paste my text and keep the text only. So I copied the text without any format. So if I click on keep text only, the text is copied from this location to this location, but without copying the formats and effects applied on the text. So it removes the bold and the italic with the text color red from this word. Now let's talk about the format painter. The format painter, it's an option that allows me to copy a format or effects that applied on a certain paragraph and apply it to another paragraph. Let's say this paragraph, I increase the size of the text and change the style. So if I want to apply the same effects and formats on another paragraph, I can simply select this paragraph or any word in this paragraph and click now on the format painter. And now I can select the paragraph I want to apply the same formats on. Now, as we see, the formats of this paragraph, it's copied from the first paragraph. Now let's clear all the text, and now I want to generate a text and start applying the fonts effects on this text. So I want to generate a text equal rand 2, 3, for example, 2 paragraphs and 3 statements. Now moving on to the font groups of buttons. Now, if I want to change the font style of the text, I select the text. Then here in this section, in the font section, I select the font style. Let's say, for example, the Times New Roman font. Now, in the second paragraph, I want another style. Let's say, for example, this style, this font style, and that's how we change the font style of any text inside the document. Now, if I want to increase or change the font size, I can select the text, and here from this section, I can specify the size of the text. I can choose any size I want, or I can increase or decrease the text size. Now, if I want to capitalize the text, which means I want to lowercase my text, from this section I have these options. I can convert all my text to lowercase, or I can convert all my text to uppercase. I can capitalize each word only, which means the first letter of each word now is capitalized. Or I can toggle case, which means the uppercase become lowercase and the lowercase becomes uppercase. So in this scenario, all the word becomes uppercase except the first letter of the word. Now I want to change it to sentence case, which means the normal case. The first letter of the first word now is capitalized only. It's the normal case, which is the sentence case. Now, if we want to apply the bold format on a certain text, we select the text and click on this button to make the text bold, or I have a shortcut to do that, which is the Control B on the keyboard. It makes the text looks bold. Now, if we want to make the text looks italic, I can simply click on this button here, or I have a shortcut to make it italic, which is the Control I shortcut. Now, if I want to underline a text or put a line under this text, I can do it here from this button. So if I click underline, now the text is underlined. I can change the style of this line. So I can underline it with double underline or bold underline, dotted underline, dashed underline. I can choose any style for the underline. Let's say, for example, the double line. Also, I can change the underline color, which means the color of the lines. Let's say, for example, a red color. Now let's talk on the effects that we can apply on the text. I have here an effect called Strikethrough, which is cross something out by drawing a line through it. So if I click on Strikethrough, a line is drawn on the text as it displayed. Now, if I want to superscript or make a text superscript, let's say, for example, this word here, I want to make it subscript or superscript. So if I click on subscript, now the text is subscripted. Now if I want to superscript a text, I click on the superscript. Another example of the superscript and subscript, let's say, for example, the H2 the H2O molecules I want to make the number 2 below the text or below the letter H, so I want to make it subscript. And if I want to make a subscript, let's say, for example, I want to write 4 power 2. I select the number 2 and make it superscript. Now it's superscripted. Another effect I want to talk about, but that is not shown here in this section. I want to click on this arrow to access the advanced options in font. So if I click on this arrow, I have all the effects here. I have the strike-through effect, which is available here in this section, but I have also the double strike-through, which is making a double line that pass through the text. So I want to select any text and click on this arrow, and I want to make it double strike-through. If I click now OK, the double strike-through is applied. Now I have other effects such as superscript and subscript are available in this section. I have the all caps effect. I have the small caps. I can here change also the font color, the underline style, the underline color. Also from this dialog box, I can change the font, the style, the size. All the options are available in this dialog box. Now in the advanced tab here, I can specify or change the character spacing, which means the spaces between characters of any text. So let's say, for example, I want to increase the space between the characters of this word. To do that, I click on the arrow, then go to the advanced, and here in the character spacing section, I choose to make the space expanded, which means I want to expand my spaces or expand the spaces between the characters, and I want to specify by the points. Here in the preview section, I can preview the applied function or effect. So let's say, for example, 3 points. Now the space between the characters are increased. Now if I want to decrease the space between characters, I want in the character spacing, and the spacing specify that the space will be condensed, and I want to increase the points. Now as we see, the spaces are decreased between the characters, and the characters are squeezed up. Now, if we want to change the color of any text, we simply click here on this button and choose any color you want. So let's say, for example, the color blue. Here I want to change the color to yellow or orange. Here I want the red color, and etc. Now if I want to highlight a text, we select the text, then click on the highlight button here and choose any color for the highlight, let's say the yellow color. If you want to apply a certain effect on the text, we click on this option here. I can select a predefined effect to my text. I can add a shadow to the text. I can add a reflection to the text. I can make my text glow. So I can customize my text with this option. Now if I want to delete all the applied format on the text, so I want to clear the formats, I don't want to highlight here or make this text bold or make this text italic or underline this word, so I want to clear my formats. Simply I need to select the text, then click on clear all formatting. Now the text is returned to the original format, but here the highlights is not removed, so I need to remove it manually.